Hi. The Simulator is a game about making your way through the world of art, starting as a novice painter and developing your skills as
It leaks through the cracks. My mind is brighter than it ever was. The higher I rise, the more I see.
The Simulator is a game where you start at the bottom of the corporate ladder and have to deal with all the troubles and tribulations of a new job, while slowly rising to the top of the corporate.
Conquest occurs at the edge. One who dwells there is blind and cannot be wounded. Another is strong and grows stronger.
What you just saw was not an inaccurate representation of the game Cultist Simulator. Released in 2018 by developer Weather Factory, it's probably the most unique card game I've ever played. I play that off like it was a big achievement. It's not. I don't play card games, but this one's the most unique one I've played. And we're gonna attempt to go over the reason why. But trust me when I say, for this specific game, it's going to be relatively hard, because there is a lot in this video game. Released in 2018 by developer Weather Factory. So, you know, you can pull up the transition card now with the Okay, the story of cultist Simulator. How do you explain it? The answer is, you don't. You see, the story of cultist Simulator isn't specifically about the individual character you're playing. It is more about diving into this weird world that keeps on getting larger and larger, that you just have no idea where it's going to go next or what you're going to discover. But there isn't really a linear story. There is a bunch of tiny stories and a giant world, and the story of Cultist Simulator is about telling the story of that giant world rather than a linear story. And the reason this is so important is because it kind of allows you to create your own story. Okay, let me give you an example. You're unemployed, and you decide with the remainder of your funds you're going to go spend it on a haircut. For whatever reason, you decide that now is the time. And you go in there, you get, it's a amazing haircut. You know, it's very good, it looks great. Before you go, the barber looks at you in the eyes and shares with you a few sentences, and you become obsessed with this idea of regrowth and the forest, and you dream about it. You devote the rest of your life to trying to search what the answers are. Deeper and deeper you go, the more messed up and insane things happen, and you slowly grow more and more disconnected, where these things don't faze you anymore. You decide that now's the time to find more people like you, or to convert people to being like you. That would be the idea of the follower of the moth, which is an aspect in the game. There is tons of stuff like this, not just making the cult, but also making everything. It's really good storytelling. And you can tell it's good storytelling, because that was one take. It wasn't that bad for one take, I think. I'm pretty special, really. Just look at me go, Okay, the gameplay of Cultist Simulator is... It's alright. It's probably the weakest part of the game, and I think that's... What can you expect from a narrative card game? It's trying to tell a story rather than playing the gameplay. It works, the gameplay's fine, right? But there isn't really much to comment on, so this is a completely empty segment of the video. Congratulations, you've just watched essentially nothing for 32 seconds. Yippee. Okay, here's where we get back on track. The fucking music. Holy shit, the music is so good in this video game. It's probably one of my favorite video game soundtracks of all time, and that's not a joke. It's so good. Even if you're not gonna play the game, just listen to the OST. And maybe this is just me liking these kind of songs, but you know, I'm weird, this game's weird. It's like a match made in Cultist Simulator by Weather Factory in 2018. That's probably the end of the video, by the way. This is going to randomly cut off in a couple seconds, right? I mean, that's the bit I've done for this video. The entire bit is that, like, randomly, my voice will cut off, and, like, the card will play. And, right. Have I gone lazy or something? It's not cutting off. That's really fucking... Okay, welcome to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, wow, YouTuber. I don't know when I'm gonna make another video. probably it's going to be a while, because this is kind of the video I wanted to get good enough to make. It's a video a couple weeks ago. I was like, I want to make this video, but I need to prove to myself that I'm good enough to edit it, and I think I am. I think the video turned out really well. My favorite video I've made. It's the most fun I've had making a video. Like, not to pat myself on the back, which is pretty fucking good. But for videos I've made, compared to other people, this video's bleh. But, you know, I'm not comparing myself to other people. I'm my own little gremlin, my own little rat in a cage, and I'm trying to escape. Anyway, bye. Okay, the gameplay of Cultist Simulator is... it's alright. It's probably the weakest part of the game, let's be honest, but that's the point, you know? Arr. You ruined my recording, Bandit.